Hello everyone, I am Shanmugha Ramanan, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering from Pondicherry College of Engineering. Last class, I thought the problem based on taper bar element self-weight is neglected. Today, I am going to teach you problem based on taper bar element self-weight is considered. First read the question. For a tapered plate of uniform thickness T equal to 10 mm as shown in figure. So in this question, figure is given. Find the displacement at the nodes by forming into two element model. So find the displacement at the node by forming into two element model. So two elements have three nodes, node 1, node 2, node 3. Therefore, here we go to find displacement at the nodes by forming into two elements, that is U1, U2 and U3. The bar has mass density rho equal to 7800 kg per meter cube. So, mass density or weight density is given, then the self weight is considered. That means the self weight is considered. Young's modulus E equal to 2 into 10 raised to 5 mega Newton per meter square in addition to self weight, because the mass density is given, therefore self weight is considered. The plate is subjected to a point load P equal to 10 kilonewton at its center. Also determine the reaction force at the suppose. So as shown in figure, in this question, the figure is given. So total length of the taper bar is 300 mm. Point load is act at the center, and the smaller end width is given 40 mm and the bigger end width is given, that is 80 mm. So first, for simplicity, convert the taper bar into stepped bar shown in figure. So here I got divided into two elements. Element 1 have node 1 and node 2. Element 2 have two nodes, node 2 and node 3. Point load is act at the center, therefore point load is act at node 2, P equal to 10 kilonewton. Total length is 300 mm. So element 1 length has 150 mm, element 2 length has 150 mm. So width at the bigger end is 80 mm, width at the smaller end, that is at node 3, width at node 3 is 40 mm. First here we go to find the area at node 1. Area at node 1 formula is width into thickness. So area at node is width into thickness. Area at node 1, A1 equal to W1 into T. But W1 is the width at node 1 and T is the thickness. 80 into 10, that is 800 mm square. Area at node 3 equal to A3 equal to W3 into T. But W3 is the width at node 3, that is 40 into thickness 10, therefore 400 mm square. Area at node 2, that is A2 equal to A1 plus A3 divided by 2, 800 plus 400 divided by 2, that is equal to 600 mm square. Next we go to find average area of element 1. So average area of element is denoted as A bar. Average area of element 1 is A1 bar equal to area at node 1 plus area at node 2 divided by 2. That is A1 plus A2 divided by 2 equal to 800 plus 600 divided by 2. A1 bar equal to 800 plus 600, 1400. 1400 divided by 2 equal to 700 mm square. Average area of element 2 A2 bar equal to A2 plus A3 divided by 2. Because element 2 have two nodes, node 2 and node 3. Therefore, average area at node 2 plus average area at node 3 divided by 2. 600 plus 400 divided by 2. That is 1000 divided by 2 equal to 500. A2 bar equal to 500 mm square. Mass density rho is given, but the body force vector formula is WAL by 2, where W is the weight density. But here now question mass density is given. So read the question carefully. Which data are given? So here mass density is given. Therefore weight density equal to W equal to rho into G, where G is the acceleration due to gravity. That is equal to 9.81. Therefore 7800 into 9.81 equal to 76518 Newton per meter cube. So this Newton per meter cube is converted into Newton per millimeter cube. So into 10 power minus 9 and 7. Here we take 10 power 4 over here. so 7.6518 into 10 power minus 5 Newton per mm cube. Similarly, for Young's modulus E equal to 2 into 10 raised to 5 mega Newton per meter square. Mega means 10 power 6 Newton per meter square into Newton per millimeter square into 10 power minus 6. Therefore, Young's modulus equal to 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square. Point load P equal to 10 kilonewton, that is 10 into 10 cube Newton. Thickness T equal to 10 mm. Self weight is considered. Therefore, first here we go to find the body force vector. F equal to W A L by 2. Here average area of element is denoted as A bar. Therefore, here we put A bar. For element 1, body force vector. For element 1 have two nodes, node 1 and 2. Therefore, F1 F2 equal to W A1 bar L1 by 2. W equal to weight density equal to 7.6518 into 10 raised to 5. A1 bar average area of element 1 equal to 700. Length L1 equal to 150 divided by 2. The value yields 4.017. For assemble purpose, multiply this 4.017 inside the matrix. Therefore, F1 F2 equal to 4.017. For element 2, similarly for element 2 have two nodes, node 2 and node 3. Therefore, F2 F3 equal to W A2 bar L2 divided by 2. A2 bar is the average area of element 2, L2 is the length of element 2, but length of element 1 and length of element 2 both are same values, that's why here we put L, simply we put L. Therefore, weight density equals 7.6518 into 10 raised to minus 5, average area of element 2 500, length L2 150 divided by 2, the value yields 2.869. For simplicity, multiply this 2.869 inside the matrix. Therefore, F2 F3 equal to 2.869. Next, assemble the force vector. So F1 F2 F3, F1 and F2 from element 1 4.017. Therefore, write first 4.017 and 4.017. For element 2, F2 equal to 2.869 and F3 equal to 2.869. And point load is act at node 2, therefore 10 into 10 cube plus 10 into 10 cube. After simplify all this value, therefore the body force vector F1 F2 F3 equal to 4.017, 2.869 plus 4.017 plus 10 into 10 cube, that is equal to 10006.886 and 2.869. Next here we go to find the finite element equation for element 1 and 2. General finite element equation is F equal to Ku, where F is the body force vector, K is the element stiffness matrix, and U is the displacement. Expand that formula. That formula is for the finite element equation for element 1, that is F1 F2 equal to A1 bar E1 by L1. But the Young's modulus value is same for element 1 and 2. So A1 bar is the average area of element 1, that is 700. Young's modulus is 2 into 10 raised to 5. Length 1 equal to 150. Matrix of 1 minus 1 minus 1 1. And the displacement vector, displacement matrix, that is U1, U2. After simplify this value, the value yields 9.3 into 10 raised to 5. For assemble purpose, multiply this 9.3 inside the matrix. Therefore, F1, F2 equal to 10 raised to 5, 9.3 minus 9.3 minus 9.3, 9.3. So, element 1 have two nodes, node 1 and 2. Therefore, here I could write 1 and 2 over the matrix. Similarly, for element 2, element 2 have two nodes, that is node 2 and node 3. Therefore, F2 F3 equal to A2 bar E by L2. A2 is the average area of element 2. E is the Young's modulus of element 2. L2 is the length of element 2. Average area of element 2 is 500. Young's modulus 2 into 10 raised to 5. Length of element 2 150. After simplify this value, the value yields 6.67 into 10 raised to 5. For assemble purpose, multiply this 6.67 inside the matrix. Therefore, F2 F3 equal to 6.67 minus 6.67 minus 6.67, 6.67. Element 2 have two nodes, node 2 and 3. Therefore, write 2 and 3 over the matrix. Next step, assemble the finite element equation. F1 F2 F3 equal to. So this one is 1, this one is 2, this one is 3, 1, 2, 3. Therefore, here we got to assemble 1 1 equal to 1 1 equal to 9.3. Therefore here we go to write down 9.3, and 2 1 equal to minus 9.3. 2 1 equal to minus 9.3. Therefore write minus 9.3. There is no 3 1. There is no 3 1 in from element 1 and element 2 also there is no 3 1. Therefore simply we put a dash. 1 2 equal to 1 2 equal to minus 9.3. Therefore write minus 9.3. 2 2 equal to 9.3. 2 2 equal to 9.3. Therefore write 9.3, and come to the second element. 2 2 equal to 6.67. Therefore write 6 plus 6.67. 3 2 equal to minus 6.67. Therefore 3 2 equal to minus 6.67. There is no 1 3 from element 1 and 2. There is no 1 3 and there is no 1 3. Therefore simply we put dash. And 2 3 equal to minus 6.67. 2 3 equal to minus 6.67. And 3 3 equal to 6.67. After simplify these values and substitute the values of body force vector 4.017, 100006.886, 2.869 in equal to 10 raised to 5. Simplify all these values. 9.3 minus 9.3 for dash simply we put 0 minus 9.3. 9.3 plus 6.67, 15.97 minus 6.67. For dash simply we put 0 minus 6.67, 6.67. Next step, apply boundary conditions. Node 1 is fixed. In this figure, node 1 is fixed. Therefore, U1 equal to 0. U1 equal to 0. So, put the value U1 equal to 0 in the assembled equations. Therefore, U1 equal to 0. Therefore, here we go to strike out the first row and first column of the finite element equation. Therefore, this matrix form is transformed into the simultaneous equation form. Therefore, 15 into 15.97 into 10 raised to 5 U2 minus 6.67 10 raised to 5 U3 equal to 100006.886 minus 6.67 10 raised to 5 U2 plus 6.67 10 raised to 5 U3 equal to 2.869. So the matrix form is transformed into the simultaneous equation form. Once solve these two equations, the value yields U2 equal to 0.01073 mm, U3 equal to 0.1076 mm. Next, to find the reaction force at support, the formula is R equal to K U minus F. Therefore, reaction force at support, there is 3 nodes. Therefore, R1, R2, R3 equal to 10 raised to 5. This is the global stiffness matrix. U star, that is the new value of displacement values, that is U1 equal to 0 because node 1 is fixed. U2 0.0173, 0.01076 minus 4. That is the force vector 4.017, 1006.886, 2.869. After simplify all these values, first to matrix multiply these two matrix multiplication, then subtract force vector matrix. Finally, the value yields R1, R2, R3 equal to minus 1004.017 minus 6.886 minus 2.869 Newton. Thank you.